Uh, 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 hey, hey, paisanos, it's me, Ben. Not really the man. I'm just here. Oh, it's gonna be more Kingdom Hearts today. Kingdom Hearts forever. Kingdom Hearts 7 years. I'll be calling the guys in a minute for the other shit. Trying to think of like any like update plans or shit like that. Considering Kingdom Hearts is gonna take up a lot of time. I know there's gonna be what day am I definitely not gonna stream this? I'm definitely not gonna be streaming on Halloween because I am going to be away on a little trip. So I won't really be able to stream. I am not lugging my computer across states while I'm hanging out with friends and be like, yeah, let me just... Hold on, guys, hold on, I gotta do my stream real quick. Nah, I ain't doing that. Nah, man, nah. Well, that won't be for, a while. I might switch gears for the release of Sparking to do a Sparking stream where I just play a little bit of it on my own first. Not really 100% sure if that's what I'm going to do or not. When does Sonic X Shadow come out? I think that comes out... It's either the day before or after I would normally... well, let's get anxiety off the fucking board. Actually, it's time to call anyway. Let me turn on the audio of the capture device, get rid of the image, and let me call them. But yeah, I'll actually let them know too, my plan for a few weeks from now. Hello.
Here we go.
The Heart of Kingdoms.
We're still there, are we?
We are still here. We remember, we got on the dope-ass Disney train last time.
True.
Also, I'm gonna let my cat in. She's asking to come in. You want in? Let's see how long you want to stay in here, because I'm only talking. She does not like it when I'm talking.
Tough shit, cat.
Ugh. I boot up the game. But, so, we have the last characters for Sparking Zero now.
Yeah, so the movie characters.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, when we saw the GT, I was like, okay, so they're doing, GT and then movie. To be fair, I also saw the leak, so I didn't... but I was quiet about it.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest, after a certain point, you're like, yeah, there's no way we're not getting two Broly's.
Yeah.
And then if we're getting two Broly's, well, we might as well get Cooler. I mean, if you're getting Cooler, well, there's no reason not to get... Checks notes. Wheelo? Huh.
It's like, huh, Wheelo, eh? Sure, whatever.
Where's Pilaf Machine?
It's on the DLC bracket, probably.
I find it odd they released Teen Goku, but no, like, King Piccolo.
Yeah, it feels weird. You think?
And it's like, cause it's like, I don't think of any other, like, Teen Goku, like, opponent who'd be worth putting in. Like, we joke about Pilaf Machine, but also no.
We joke about a lot of characters. Like, we joke about, like... I mean, Devilman technically could be a threat in certain situations.
Even not on Goku. That's the whole point. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Just not on Goku, but on, like, a lot of the other characters, he could just be like Nuke. Which is a shame, because we can't have Devil Might Beam hit Jiren, because that would be fucking funny.
But I'm sure Jiren is actually, you see, the best guy, because he's so full of, I don't know... he's so focused on justice that he can't possibly be evil. Apart from that time he tried to kill all of Goku's friends out of spite.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that bit, though. What a weird out-of-pocket moment to happen. It's more almost like they realised, man, nobody really likes
How come
Jiren,
the
so what if we
Heartless are
made him
still
a villain?
running
I made him like outright a villain for like 5 seconds, and everyone will be at least happy when he gets past the shit kicked in.
From the great darkness.
Instead, I'm like, man, this is some really cool flash animation. It's a damn shame I don't care about Jiren.
However, the heartless are
Like, I just feel a lot of nothing. I did see from one of the things that they are gonna do manga stuff at some point because they gave Goku Black one of his manga moves.
In a single heart. It will be difficult
They might dip into the manga shit at some point.
Gorge, that must
Oh yeah,
mean
Frieza
if
Black.
everybody's heart was full of light,
Finally.
them heartless would go away.
But there is a CPU versus mode, so we can do salty bets with that, or I guess Yamcha bets.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be fun when it comes. I'm sure we'll find some way to be entertained with it when it comes out.
If one such as you, Donald, yields to the darkness in their heart.
Speaking of, I guess I can reveal I'd started playing Astrobot last week, but I'd also been playing Sonic Frontiers.
Nice.
And ever seeking to
Man, I've never
capture
seen a
new
game like
hearts.
fall apart
Never
so
let
hard in
your
the
guard
DLC.
down.
I
Now
haven't
then.
played the DLC stuff yet.
So I'll preface this and say I overall liked Frontiers, but I think the problem with Frontiers is it's just that little bit jank and buggy. And that's fine in the base game, where you're not really being asked to be super precise, or it's like difficulties ramped up to extreme degrees.
An empty vessel.
So, you know, weird shit happens and it's like, haha, funny. It's less funny when you're doing, like, the post-game DLC, or, like, the alternate ending DLC, where everything is, like, ridiculously hard. Because then it's like, okay, the game's a bit buggy, and then it feels twice as bad when you die on a platform because... Well, you die on a platforming segment, because they decided that in this game, where it's a little bit buggy and jank, they needed to have these platforming sections over, like, fucking slanted cubes in midair.
You wanna know who I blame for this?
Sega.
No.
Then,
Sonic fans who are bitching that the game is too easy.
is known
So
as
yeah,
dust.
but then it's like the problem
The
is
devs took that shit personally.
I would be fine with it being just, you know, more difficult. What I'm not fine with is where it's like the game is... It kind of reaches Sonic 06 levels in a lot of places, where it just actively feels like, yeah, the game can't support this kind of precision that you're asking for it, so it just makes it fall apart really fast.
I mean, when I play it, when I replay it at some point to play that stuff, I'll let you know my thoughts on it. Because I never really thought it was janky, to be honest. A lot of it is just getting used to the speed of the character.
It's not notice. It's like one of the things where it's janky, but it's not like super noticeable. But when you're like being asked to do precise movements on like, or when you're being asked to do them on like slanted platforms, especially because of the way like they had to program Sonic, so he magnetizes to certain surfaces. Like if you're trying to jump on a cube, which has obviously multiple sides, and it's at an angle, because Sonic can just magnet feet to a side that he will then knock traction onto and fall off and die. It's like, oh, okay, that didn't feel good.
Like I said, I'll be the judge of it when I eventually get around to it. I don't know when I will, considering the fact that I'm more interested in honestly replaying Adventure 1 and also Sonic X Shadow when it comes out, to play the Shadow shit. And then probably just replay Generations, because why not? It's right there.
They will remake the final boss to also include Shadow.
And journeyed forth
Probably.
to fight
I hope I would like it they remade the entire final boss fight of that game, because it stinks.
And with it closed the door. Now,
Like, the rest of the game is good, that final boss stinks.
Par for the course for some Sonic games,
It's
really.
not the worst one. The worst final boss to me still is the one from fucking Superstars,
Then I guess
the
we
true
better go
ending.
find the king first.
I haven't played Superstars.
I don't really recommend it.
Till we look.
It's got some good shit, but
And the
overall,
king must
not
know where
really.
Riku is, 'cause the
I
two of them
wouldn't
were
recommend
together
it,
in the realm of
personally.
darkness when we closed the
Yeah.
door.
There's
You know,
there's
after
one level
defeating Ansem.
specifically that is a fucking ball ache, and I
you
hate
go,
it
you will
on a
need more
on
suitable
a
traveling
level
clothes.
that is. I hate it more than any of the shit that
Look a
CD
bit too
pulls.
small for you.
So,
Through
so
there
Act
you'll
1 of
find
it,
3
I don't
good
remember the level's
fairies.
name.
If you
So the
ask,
first act of
they'll
it, what it
create
does
for you
is it
appropriate
introduces a
guides.
mechanic Stage gimmick is well, not mechanic. It's a stage gimmick is while you're running in the background, there's like a hydraulic press thing going on, and when it slams down, if your feet are grounded, you will be flung up. Which can cause a problem in classic Sonic level design where there's layers above you, so you could get flung up into an attack, fucks up your momentum, could sling you into a fucking hazard that you had no way of seeing. Not very fun to deal with. And your way of mitigating it is to try to jump in time with it, which is also not very fun to do while you're trying to play Sonic.
With the 5 of us, I mean,
Yeah.
So
I
that-
also think
Hold on.
there's nothing to worry about.
There's more,
right?
because there's Act 2. Because Act 1 is that. Act 2 is a whole other brand of bullshit. So they don't have the hydraulic press thing, which is good. You know, you don't gotta deal with that anymore. No more of that. However, now they have a time bomb, and you gotta run to the zone to deactivate the time bomb before the timer goes off, and you instantly die.
Well, look who's here, dears. Sora,
It's
Donald,
not
and
fun.
Goofy.
Like, it's
so-
kind of, it's not, like, you know how, like, as Sonic Mania has the part where, like, you know, when the oil ocean on fire, you gotta turn, if you stay in the fire for too long, it slowly drains your rings. Nah, it's not like that, it just fucking kills you. It sucks. And the level itself is not fun to navigate, so... I don't...
Now,
And then also the last level is kind of a ball ache, but for different reasons.
But don't
And
you
just,
like
you know, just
this,
bad, like,
dear?
enemy placement and trap placement is just not great.
Hold on.
And, yeah, so, that level, and also the bosses are... So the way they design the bosses in the game, too, is kind of an issue. So, because they're thinking the idea of, like, oh yeah, 4 players, so rather than it being like, you know how in a Sonic boss fight, if you can get a good position, you can just fucking, like,
you just
ping
decide?
pong ball the boss until he dies real quick.
yeah.
Which, you know, is really fun to do, especially, like, because it's something you usually will do on multiple playthroughs where you'll figure out ways to cheese the
No
boss.
more squabbling.
In this game, they don't want you doing that because there's 4 people, so you have to do, like, fucking Mario boss patterns
Oh my.
and wait until you can hit it.
Oh, it's
Which, even with
lovely.
4 players, is annoying because you gotta still play the waiting game until it's like, okay, I can interact with the boss now. And it's
Now,
just
those
not
aren't
fun.
ordinary garments. They have
Not for a
very
Sonic game, at the very
special
least.
Speaking of not fun for a Sonic game, like when I say like, so like I really like the boss fights in terms of how they were presented and everything, but holy shit, that second boss fight is janky and glitchy, and it's made noticeable because one of the things you have to do for the DLC true ending thing is you have to defeat you have to fight the 3 bosses
Journey's gonna be twice
or
as
3 Titan
difficult as your
bosses in a
last.
row with maximum 400 rings that you have to share across every boss fight, and that second boss fight only exists just to waste time.
You'll have to discover what they are as you continue on your journey.
Like I said, I'm
And
gonna...
also,
do my best.
and also they
Thanks
changed
a
it so
lot.
you have to, instead of parry being like
Something else for you.
a forever thing where you just hold the parry for like a year, you'll block an attack. You have to like do it frame perfect, like almost frame perfect. So
Was that something they changed in the update, or...?
yeah, well they did it specifically for that challenge and the final boss.
Again, I'm gonna blame the people that were bitching about the game being, quote, too easy.
I mean, I don't mind I actually don't mind how the parry system works. It's just the specific instance of here's a boss rush that also puts you under strict time restraints. Also, we've removed parry and replaced it with ability that you've not had a whole lot of time to practice with. Also, all your stats are set to level 1, so
What the fuck?
you do fuck all damage, so you basically have to like side-loop and cheese. And that's like the only way to actually do it.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, it's like an insane challenge for no real reason.
Man, they really took it fucking personally.
And as I said, there's when you're doing stages which
actually, yeah,
require
that's-
like
That's another thing that makes 2 of the boss fights in the before you get to the true final boss really annoying. So there's 2 boss fights against like giant, like one's a giant death egg robot sort of thing. The other one is Fang with the same thing, but you're playing as a different character. And it's and you have to do a lot of waiting, and there's multiple phases, and you have no rings. Fuck you.
So you guys ready to go?
Or do you have? No, you have rings, but the first one's annoying because you can die in a lot of stupid ways. The second one's annoying because, if I recall, the Fang one has instant kill attacks. As in, like, even if you have rings, fuck you. Like, why the fuck is that in the Sonic game? At that point, you might as well just give me none. What the hell? But,
Do not fear.
so yeah, there's a lot of shit with that one that I don't recommend. I think, again, it's... They listen to people saying the games are too easy, and I'm like, listen, ignore them. These games are literally made for babies. Shut the fuck... Ignore them. Play the... Just design the game without the idea of somebody who's like, I perfected this crazy speedrun strat. No, fuck them. They aren't the regular people playing it. Don't listen to them. They smell.
Also, like... Oh no, there's a difference between a challenge and just bullshit. And I think a lot of times Frontiers, in its like DLC, crosses from fair challenge to bullshit.
I actually really want to see what the Shadow one's gonna be like, cause see if they've kind of like found like the happy middle ground.
Our hearts are connected.
That is correct.
Hopefully.
Got it.
But we'll see in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then anyway, I played Astrobot, and Astrobot's basically perfect.
From what I've seen, the game's really good. If I had a PlayStation 5, I'd buy it. I do not have a PlayStation 5, and I'm not buying it for like 3 games. That's a very expensive device.
Might come to PC, who knows?
I don't know if it will or not, because I know it has some stuff with the microphone.
Oh, yeah, so you have to... There's some puzzles where the only way to progress is to blow into the microphone. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because I was watching a friend of mine play it, and when I saw that pop up, I was like, maybe it wouldn't get ported. Because, like, like Spider-Man will eventually get a port. Rise of Ronin probably will at some point. But with the Astrobot thing, with the integration of controller thing, like, yeah, you can hook a PlayStation, like, 4 controller, or it's probably even a 5 one, to the PC, but it's probably not going to work the exact same way. Bye, Sid.
Name spelled backwards is Disney.
My goodness, what's that?
There it is, there's our one! Oh no, they stole Maleficent's jacket.
Yeah, I don't know, there's just not a whole lot to... It's weird, even though like, Astrobot is basically like the best game of the year. It's really hard to kind of talk about beyond... It's just fun to play.
I mean, that's like, really all you need sometimes.
Like, yeah, the references are all neat and cute, you know, and the worlds where you just basically play out some of these, like, different franchises, and, like, yeah, the Ape Escape world is literally just an Ape Escape level.
Yeah, I watched my friend play that one. I was like, man, let these devs make Ape Escape.
And pretty much the only thing I can say is I just want more.
Perhaps we should tell Master Yen
I didn't think it was. I remember thinking there was like some franchise I was like lots of stuff got referenced that I didn't expect to get referenced, like Ape Escape. You can find Dart from Legend of Dragoon. Amaterasu from Okami, which
I saw that.
Did not expect.
You know, it's funny.
Lots of stuff that, like, when you think about it, you're like, yeah, that makes sense why that's in. Like, the 4 from Resident Evil 1 and 2 playable characters.
Ooh, that's cool. I didn't know that one.
Alucard and Richter are in.
I saw Legacy of Kain was in. Along with
Yeah,
Soul Reaver.
Legacy of Kain and Kain and Razia were both in, so that was really neat. That was a
Kane's little
Kane's
little animation on the hub world is fucking great. Like when you hit him, he turns into all the bats, and the little bat has the little wine glass.
Dante from the Devil May Cry series is in.
Dante!
No Virgil though, which I found pretty surprising.
That is surprising.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where there's just like bunch of like some you get like I kind of figured I'd find like Sir Dan Fortescue from Medieval at some point. Still happy to see him. Fuckloads of Uncharted characters, which is whatever. Crash Bandicoot got Crash in, which makes sense. Spyro's in.
Yeah, and it's basically just Spyro. Like, it's just Spyro. Not even like a little robot.
Spyro.
It's not even like a little robot. It is just Spyro.
It's just Spyro.
Which is really funny. But, yeah, no, the game looks great. The music sounds great. Like I said, I would be playing that shit if I had the system for it.
No shine, no nothing.
Oh yeah, I did mention this before I started the call. Probably when Sparking Zero comes out, that week specifically, I'll probably do a Sparking Zero stream instead. Or that'll probably either be a solo or a solo one. But
I'll probably also be playing it.
Is a god, am I looking forward to that game? I know Halloween I won't be streaming because I'm going to be on a trip. I mentioned that also in the thing. So
where are you going?
A place with people.
It's Hollow Bastion.
Fair enough.
Looks kind of different now.
It's all those places without people.
Yeah. But also we're in Bastion now. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I played a little bit of a game called Bopple Battle with some friends the other night. It's pretty fun. It's just one of those, like, you beat up your friends kind of games. And other than that, yeah, I'm kind of just replaying stuff, messing around in fighting games. Not really doing anything big game-wise or watching-wise at the moment. Yeah,
like, for me, Frontiers and Astrobot were like two big purchases, so...
Yeah.
I know Space Marine 2's come out, and I'm kind of interested in that, but I would have liked to play Space Marine 1, and that sadly does not exist.
Space Marine 2 looks really good. It's something that I want to get, but I'll probably end up getting, like, next year, probably.
Yeah.
Because, between the money I'm going to be doing on Sparking, Shadow, it's kind of kicked down the list. Also, what the fuck was, What in the hell was Sega Atlas thinking when they decided to say, yeah, Metaphor is going to release a day after Sparking Zero? That's a great idea. It was not a great idea.
Sounds like Sega and Atlas.
I want that game too, but, like, you put it right next to that.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I'm not going to have the money for that, so... Sorry, bud.
It's Dragon Ball, like... You lose.
Yeah.
Good day, sir.
I'm sorry. It's Dragon Ball. I'm gonna choose Dragon Ball. I'm sorry. I am excited for that game. I want to play it, but it's Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, there's.
Also, by the way, we can confirm right now there's Scrooge. Now all we gotta do is figure out if he talks or not. Does he have voice dialogue?
He doesn't. We checked after this. We checked after last thing. I thought he did have a voice, but
okay.
I think it's just the thing where he only speaks in text and Donald replies in voice. Because I distinctly remember Donald reacting to the sea salt ice cream that Scrooge is desperate to remake in this game.
Well, right now Donald's not making any noises, but we'll see. Maybe one of the text boxes he goes. I probably forgot he was in this game because he's not voiced.
Certainly not voiced by David Tennant.
Well, I know Birth by Sleep was one of the last times the original Scrooge did the voice. Not the last. The last was actually the remake of DuckTales game. Because he was in that one. Now it's like the current one and everything. Because I mean, obviously, he passed away, and that one's around. So you have him, and he's good.
Yeah,
he's good too.
Yeah. Like David Tennant.
Yeah.
And he's actually Scottish.
True. He is actually Scottish.
Unlike most Scottish characters in American media.
Hey, what's going on?
True.
That's the town's defense mechanism.
Oh, hi, Yuffie.
Yuffie!
The great ninja Yuffie.
It's kind of funny, the way she's depicted in these games. It's definitely like an older Yuffie in terms of how she acts and behaves.
I'm pretty sure, much like the rest of the cast, it's like, cause they're all meant to be older. So I think, yeah, like Squall is meant to be an older Leon after he, or Leon is meant to be an older Squall after he went through
All the
some
shit.
version of,
Some of the events from 8 in some way.
yeah, some version of realizing he's got friends. And hence why everyone has their Advent Children designs for this. It's also because the movie was, you know, a hot thing at the time.
Yeah.
Everyone is aged up to be
I
more in
see
line
you're
with
still
their
in top
Advent
form.
Children.
I mean, she even acted like this
What'd
in
you
the first
expect?
game.
Looks like you're
but,
doing
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well,
to be
what
fair,
is-
I actually do like Yuffie's Advent Children design.
Great.
It's fine.
Hey, you.
I don't think Advent
Have you
Children's
seen the King and Riku?
redesigns are bad. They're
I think
mostly fine.
she was the one I liked the most out of them. I really did not
I
like
had a
Tifa's.
feeling I'd see you guys
Yeah,
again.
it's kind of over-designed.
Yeah,
We may
the
never meet
fucking
again.
what really like
Never forget
ruins
each
it for me is actually honestly the fucking
that
like
supposed to be
jacket
Leon?
on her waist. I don't know, something about it just doesn't look right.
The butt cape.
Everybody's working on stuff
Yeah, the
over
butt
at
cape.
Merlin's house. Come on.
I don't know, it doesn't work for her. I think it's
I
because
see
I think it's because it messes with her her like when
think
she's moving around, because she already has the long hair that emphasizes movement, and then she has the butt cape and it kind of just makes everything, and it's all black, so everything kind of just like melds together.
I think the intention is it's meant to resemble like kind of martial art, like kind of martial artist.
Oh yeah, I know what they're
outfit, but yeah, I don't. It's like probably my least favorite of the redesigns that actually matter. Like everyone else's is like either yeah, it's fine, or they're not in the movie enough to care for this to be relevant.
Yeah, I don't even
Like,
remember really what like Vincent's different look is to compare.
Oh,
to
Vincent's look is exactly the same. Vincent doesn't change.
Okay. I didn't want to say I think Vincent is the same because I didn't want to sound like an idiot.
No, Vincent is literally the same look. Barrett has probably the biggest redesign, if only because he gets a different robot. He gets a different hand.
Yeah.
And looks slightly less like Mr. T.
I remember his was pretty good. Like I remember liking his.
Yeah,
I like the
it's
original
fine.
more, but you know,
Red 13 doesn't change because, well,
what are you gonna do?
Sid's is pretty much exactly as it was. It's very like nothing super different, but also Sid's barely in the movie, so who cares?
Yeah. I was gonna say I didn't remember anything different about his either.
Because it's like he goes from wearing a blue shirt and dark trousers to wearing a slightly different shade of blue shirt and dark trousers. Ooh.
Which honestly, you could say like, oh, different graphic engine, blah 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 blah. Okay, I can't get to that one yet. I whenever I see one of the Awakening emblem thingies, I just grab them if I can.
And then I guess Aerith's design in this is meant to be more like her Crisis Core look. Even though this game came out like way before Crisis Core was a thing.
Well, they probably had some concept.
say that.
They probably had some
Crisis
concept.
Core might have been in development by this point.
Yeah, I would say they probably had in development, so they probably had like the concept designs around.
So I know it definitely come out by the time of Birth by Sleep because Zach's saying that. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with Cloud's redesign, if only because he stops dressing like a soldier, which he should by the end of the game because he's not a soldier.
Oh yeah. Like I like the original one
Meet the
more,
Hollow Bastion
but I think it works
Restoration
for him,
Committee.
even if I don't like it as much as
missed
his
you.
original.
If you ain't in top shape.
I knew it.
But
Knew what?
yeah, I don't really have anything else to add on their design that I can think of off the top of my head.
The
The movie itself, overall, I don't really like, but
You remembered? Wait.
for its
I
time,
mean-
it was very novel.
The movie is basically
guys been all this
We were sleeping.
Where?
The movie is
Cold storage?
pretty much just all a preamble for the final fight scene, and so it's a matter of how much is that
doesn't
final
matter.
fight scene worth it to you,
This is
plus
great.
the soundtrack. Hey Sabo, we're talking about Advent Children.
So,
Which part?
We're trying
Yes.
to find Riku and the king.
Well, I was
Have you
explaining
seen
that
him?
the whole movie is
Well-
basically just preamble for the final fight scene. So your enjoyment of the movie
Right.
depends on how much you wanted to see
Sorry,
the final
but
fight.
Let us know if there's
Yeah,
anything we can
basically.
do to help.
Because we
okay?
first started talking about like the redesigns of the characters,
Thanks.
where
Don't
we
go
were talking about like
thank
which
yous
ones were
yet.
different, what we thought on them essentially.
got a problem.
Um,
A big
Yuffie was my
problem.
favorite one of the redesigns. I
You
do
mean,
like
like,
Cloud is like the
nobodies
one where I'm like
and heartless?
I get it, and I
That's
think it's a
right.
good like direction to take him.
Sounds like
Even
you
if I
could
do
use
prefer the
our
soldier
help.
one, but it makes sense. He's not a soldier
Yeah.
anymore.
Let's cut to the chase.
You know what? I'll point out this. Cloud wins my favorite redesign, not for his
Sora,
actual design,
Donald,
but his new
Goofy.
sword is sick.
We were hoping the three of you might give us a hand.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, the sword is really good.
The fusion
like
sword
we're
is
gonna
like
say
the
no.
best.
I wonder if they're going to be in the third game.
I forgot who
I
I'm
fucking
dealing
hope
with.
so.
That would be
man.
cool.
I'm expecting there to be like a
Just think
post-game
of it as a
DLC
sort
that is
of
just adventure.
Leon compliment.
I mean, it wouldn't be that difficult because you could basically just shorten that to like what, 4 boss fights.
Follow me
just
to the
Yeah.
building.
3 or 4
There's
boss
something
fights
you
and
need to
just-
see.
Do like Tifa versus Loz. Have a slightly better ending this time.
I assume they'll flesh it out to it.
Oh, I thought
God.
it was
Party
you.
involved,
Right on
That
time.
Tifa fight sucked.
Itself is fine. It's just then he
Sora,
loses,
the gang
then
said they're
she
gonna help
loses,
out.
and then that's kind of it for her for the rest of the movie.
basically,
She-
it's like it's funny, except that he just gets up, he's like, ha ha, I felt
yes.
nothing.
And then he literally just jobs her. Yeah, he just jobs her out.
Which is basically the problem with those guys for the whole thing is they just like they don't die
Here,
and like they're beating up
They're
characters they
presents
have no
for you.
right to because these characters are
Leon
far
thought
cooler
you
than
might
they
like
will
to
ever
have
be.
them.
Whereas they're just genetic evil pretty boys. The most notable thing
they're-
about them is one of them is voiced by a
Hollow
Sentai
Bastion
character. That's about it.
Restoration Committee honorary
The most
member.
notable thing is when they digivolve.
Holy
and become-
shit! Sora, you have a lifetime access to the Disney Kingdom!
Hey, thanks, Leah.
There
How
goes
much is that
Leon.
easy to
Wow.
get in real life?
Well, good. Hopefully
Oh,
they
no.
will
We're
take
supposed
better
to be
care
at
of
the
Sora's
Bailey.
allergies than they do their guests.
Ah!
You know, while I was there, every single restaurant I went to, they asked me multiple times. By the way, do you have any allergies? Are you sure you don't have any allergies?
Are you
don't have
alright?
any allergies, do you? I guess they got the message.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say with this? I will say I did see one other take that may or may not be insane. You guys would be able to say if it is or not, because I only played one of these 2 games for the Kingdom Hearts series.
Okay.
Someone said that Recoded's combat is a refined version of Birth by Sleep's.
I don't know about that. I never played Recoded.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
I wouldn't say it is. I mean,
The problem with Birth by
no,
Sleep is that it runs pretty slow compared to most of the other games,
yeah, because it had to, because it was on PSP.
and a lot of the enemies didn't really account for that.
Yeah.
Like half the reason the optional boss of Birth by Sleep is so fucking hard is just because like he combos so fast and the characters don't really react fast enough to do much about it unless you cheese him.
Also, he was designed for 3 players
Uh,
because they had. Are we thinking of different fight,
no, I was
different
thinking
side bosses?
the hooded guy.
Oh, you're thinking of Young Xehanort, and I'm thinking of No Heart.
No, oh yeah, well that was just supposed to be because he was designed to be
Oh my
part
God.
of the.
I forgot about Yuffie's little walk cycle in this game. I
They
fucking love
they
it.
did make him easier in the HD version because they couldn't do the multiplayer,
Mm.
which I honestly find hard to believe that they couldn't. I think they just didn't want to.
I mean, I don't really remember Recoded that much because Recoded is like the most fillery of filler games. Like, the plot of Recoded is that they get a message to say they forgot something.
That's why I didn't really bother with it. Sorry, I was like half paying attention. I was just watching Yuffie's little walk cycle. It's so fucking cute. I love it.
The point of Recoded is just to let Sora know that the Birth by Sleep trio and Xion still exist. Because everybody forgot about them.
Which basically anyone could have told him.
Yeah, Mickey could have just told him.
Hey!
You know, but let me tell you the story of how I lost my shirt.
Let me tell you the story of how I lost my shirt. And that's how I lost my shirt. Wait, hold on. There were 3 other Keyblade Masters? I guess.
Well, you knew that.
What?
You play Birth by Sleep?
Nope. What are you talking about, Mickey? Oh, you don't have a PSP? It's a PSP. Oh. Mickey, what are you fucking talking about? But, I see. The X on Sora's butt now. Now Xehanort can watch him.
Now Xehanort can watch him leave.
I see you. I see
Hate to see you go, love. Hate to see you go, Sora. I love to watch you leave.
I'm 15.
So, I'm a creep.
Look at me. Do I look like I'm not a pedo?
I mean, he did kidnap Ventus
It was funny.
Yeah, and Kyrie.
and cut out his heart. I mean, he didn't
And
cut out
kill-
his heart. He went to slice him some bread, and he tripped and stabbed him with his keyblade.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, he did kidnap and kill Kyrie.
For fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
And
this
then
guy.
he tried to get
They
deep
want to
inside that.
restore Hollow Knight
He
to the
tried to
way it
get
used to
deep
be.
inside Sora.
Who knows? Maybe even something better.
So.
No, I want your
There's still
body
a lot
in
to
line,
do.
muchacho.
But I'm sure we can handle everything. Except,
I don't know why, but just the muchacho is what fucking sends me.
and that.
Oh, I forgot about the setup for like the 1,000 Heartless fight. I love that shot of just like the black with, you can see the little like golden eyes like staring in there. It's really
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
It's a good shot.
Yep.
So Sora,
And we are
Do you know
nowhere
what's
even
going
near
on
the
there?
heart, the 1,000 hearts.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that.
we're that's a long
Who's been
time
going
away.
around plotting with the Heartless.
We gotta go to all the Disney Worlds
He's not
first.
smart enough to tie his own shoes. The ones we need to worry
We
about.
gotta lose a
are the
lifelong
nobodies.
partner first.
Hambo's Organization 13
Yeah,
guys
it's
in
like
charge,
minutes.
too.
You called?
Uh-oh, Organization 13, guys.
These assholes. Why aren't there 13 of you?
You're
'Cause you
doing
killed
well.
some of us.
I did?
Did? When?
Calls for a celebration.
How dare you forget? Oh wait, we made you
No,
forget.
he didn't. No, he didn't kill them. Riku did, or rather, evil Riku did, and also Axel killed most of them. I think the only one he killed was Marluxia. No, he killed Marluxia and he killed Dixie. For some reason, I thought like they all killed themselves because that's just what you'd expect from a game like this.
Sora took out at least 2 of them.
Yeah, no, Sora killed Marluxia and he killed Marluxia. Vexen
We're all
was-
thankful.
Vexen was killed by Axel. The big guy was killed by
Mexicans, and then there was Ixion, the nerd.
Yeah, he was killed by Rather, he was killed by Black so he could take his illusion powers.
Not the Riku replica.
Yes.
Inexplicably keeps coming back.
I'm back again. Did you miss me? No. Well, I'm not gonna stop. Could you please? No.
Replica will never die.
Riku's replica dies in lava.
Dies in every game he comes back in. It's like Chase. Coming by the drive.
Yeah.
Every time he comes back, it's just so he can die again.
It's like I've been killed 5 times, and he's still coming back.
He's like, you know who my greatest inspiration is? Neomon.
No,
Leomon died
really, the guy
for real.
was. If I ever do manage to get another drive thing, to get another drive thing going, I guess who's coming back? Yep, Chase.
Will he survive? No.
Probably not, but he'll be back. It's like Fies. Except even he was like, alright, stop killing me.
But, oh yeah, if you've been watching Gav,
Yeah.
it is weird, isn't it? I've seen the first 2 episodes.
By the way, I've got bad news. You know that scientist guy?
Keyblade.
Which one?
Marvelous
The
weapon.
one with the glasses. The
Would it
human
only
scientist
in
guy.
more
There you go.
capable
Yeah.
hands?
You know who he's played by?
Me.
Show
No,
yourself.
he's played
No.
by the voice actor of Crow from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh no. He's still everywhere!
Crow.
Another series that Crow inexplicably shows up in. If
I
he
don't know.
starts fucking shilling Blackwings, I swear to fucking God.
I don't know why, but instantly he's showing up, and then the Organization 13 members all show up in their cloaks is really funny to me with that timing.
Organization 13.
Wait, who is the 14th member of Organization 13? Oh my God, it's Crow!
I thought we would be friends.
That's right. Kingdom Hearts isn't light or darkness, it's Blackwings!
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's Crow, and he was Zenkai Jura in Zenkai Jura.
Oopsie daisy.
Huh.
And also the Japanese voice of Shulk.
Now, do you think that's polite?
He's really
Shutting me
feeling
down
it.
like that?
Yes, he is.
I said get out of the way!
As if.
Oh
You can
god,
talk all
it's
you
Zigbar.
want,
I already
but
know
that
from the
won't
voice,
change
isn't
a
it?
thing.
Hey man,
Oh yeah,
Zigbar,
that's
what's up?
that's Zigbar.
See, that would work if
It's
I
old
were just
Ziggy.
any old dude.
My favorite
Except I'm
character.
not. I'm with the
You know,
organization.
Zigbar's a funnier
Zigbar.
character than we've ever had before. If we get Zigbar to work, the whole
Tough
thing
talk for
works.
someone who stood
Maybe
on
the
the
whole Kingdom Hearts
sidelines
series
while
is just a
nobody
dream.
flunkies did the fighting.
Oh dear.
I think it's
you
more
got
like
the
a
wrong
far-off dream, like a
impression.
scattered memory.
You gonna
Dream
cry?
within dreams within
As
dreams.
Why
That's
don't
Dream
I
Drop.
remind you how tough
Inside
the
a
crowd
VR
you're dealing with
machine.
really is?
Inside of a VR machine.
Remind me.
Inside of
That's
a VR
Kingdom Hearts
machine.
2.
Inside of a VR machine. Inside of a VR machine.
Oh,
That's
that's also
right.
Dream Drop then.
Used to give me that
Inside of
same
another
exact
VR machine.
look.
I
With
guess
another
you think
drop.
you can
With
psych me
another
out by
dream.
saying really random stuff.
Gee, I just don't know.
We are a lot of VR and dreams deep here, man.
Be a good boy now.
I can't wait for this because apparently they said like, oh, we're marching towards the conclusion of the series. And I'm like, oh, cool. I can't wait for it to be very
That was
stupid.
weird. Who gave him the same look?
I mean, to be fair, the actual
Oh,
conclusion of
I
the series
think
is
he was
kind of
just
more or less what
trying
you
to
expect it to
confuse you.
be. It's hard to say it's
Yeah, you're right.
like it's actually
Only
or
one
it's
me.
stupid because it's like it's pretty just Xehanort was bad and we stopped him.
No,
Power
I'm
of
not
friendship.
talking about that.
Hollow
There's gonna be an
Bastion
actual
Restoration
conclusion to the
Committee
series.
honorary member.
We're not done
I
yet.
mean, like, we're done with the Xehanort saga, but I just assumed Kingdom Hearts would go on
Apparently,
forever.
this next saga is marching towards the series finale.
Is this gonna be like a One Piece thing where we've been marching towards the finale for like a decade?
Maybe, probably, wouldn't be surprised.
On the bright side, we are finally getting to Elbaf in One Piece.
We might be able to finish it off when we're in our 50s.
Only took 30 years to get to Elbaf after the crew said, "Hey, let's go to Elbaf."
Listen, we're getting towards the end. We swear. We swear. Oh, did you know how many like long-running series have ended between then and now? What?
I don't know, like 50.
Like one? There's gotta be just one,
now I
right?
get
No.
it.
Are you sure?
That must
I
have
mean,
been
I
the
think
date
it's more
Yen Sid
impressive the
talked
series
about.
that started and ended while One Piece was
Sorry
still
to run,
going
Leon.
There's a lot of them that
Other worlds
did.
are calling.
on. Yeah.
Organization 13.
Naruto, Bleach. Almost said One Piece on instinct.
My Hero. Jujutsu Kaisen's about
See
to
you
end as
soon.
well.
Yeah. Probably some other stuff that we
Demon
don't
Slayer wasn't
really
that
are
long to
thinking about.
Demon Slayer wasn't really that long to really bring up.
Yeah.
Because the guy did his one story arc and they're like, you want to make more? He said, no, I'm done. That was it.
Nah, I did my thing.
It's like the opposite of the Chainsaw Man guy. He's like, okay, I did my story. Okay, could you make more? I really don't want to. Okay, but what if we give you a lot of money? All right, well, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I feel like. The rest of this doesn't matter to me anymore. I told the story I wanted.
He had better be, or else he's.
I can tell my story of my main character eating a girl.
Yeah.
himself on his adventure.
Chainsaw Man really wasn't for me. I didn't really get into it. I didn't really watch it at all. I just was kind of like, this doesn't really look like it's my thing.
Hey, as long as it works in our favor.
I read the first
we can
part
let
and I
him do what he
enjoyed
wants for
it,
now.
and then I didn't
Then
really
we'll
have a
all
whole
jump
lot
in
of
if
interest in
needed.
going to read the second part.
There's not
so...
really a reason to, because he told the story he wanted to with that, so
Yeah.
like, you only really look at the rest of it if you just feel like it for junk food. It's kind of like how I treat Super. Super is just junk food. The Dragon Ball Z story to me is like, you know, it's long done, and it's good. I like it. This is just me just consuming junk food, and it's fine.
I mean, I think what got me with Chainsaw Man was I kind of viewed it as a soft remake of Devilman.
Do you know what happens
I can see that.
to those who lose their true purpose?
It's definitely very heavily inspired by Devilman.
Oh, heavily, especially when it gets to like the ending, or it just has a slightly more positive ending than Devilman.
Yeah.
Of the Keyblade.
But you know what doesn't?
Right? That's like one of the most depressing endings I can think of.
He will remember.
Here's your cute girl character. I'm sure everything goes well for her.
The best you can do with Devilman is then, you know, it technically, depending on continuity, has a sequel series, right?
Several.
Violence Jack. Yeah, Violence Jack is one of the ones I know.
Which is fucking miserable. Which is even more miserable and depraved.
Yeah.
And then it goes into Devilman Lady. Sometimes. Which is slightly more upbeat, but it kind of just stems from the fact that Go Nagai always wanted to tell slightly more miserable stories.
Okay, let's see here. So we have Beauty and the Beast and Mulan. I'm gonna go to Mulan first.
Like how Cutie Honey's original ending, like manga ending's pretty miserable.
Yeah, it ends with most people dying.
Yeah.
And I think
don't remember how.
In fact, I'm pretty sure that's how all of his mangas end, with most of the characters dying.
Other than like
Mazinger, the only one.
But then you get like Zero, which is really weird.
Even Mazinger has a pretty high death count, even if, you know.
I think Cutie Honey's adaptations are usually the ones that are like, all right, let's not do that ending.
Yeah, let's not kill off all of the characters, all the cute girl characters people like. In brutal, horrible ways.
Well, she's okay. It's mostly just it's her best friend and the side cast at the school that usually gets slaughtered.
Yeah.
Cutie Honey and the one guy are always okay. And then there was the live action show.
There were two.
There was a live action movie and a live action show.
Yeah. Kind of like how there's the well, there's only the one, but they had the
live action show was written by the Kamen Rider Fies guy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you said that.
Speaking of that, it makes me.
Which is why Kikes is in it as one of the bad guys.
Speaking of that, it makes me think of the fact
Which
that
I didn't realize at the time because he looks so different.
Because he wasn't just wearing a shitty grin all the time and being the worst piece of shit.
No, he was. I mean, he was the worst piece of shit, but he was like this very effeminate guy.
Oh, was he worse piece of shit than Kaiser though?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's hard to top when your last dying words being, "It should have been you."
Well, no, he didn't really say that.
He said it in the movie.
He only says that. He only says that in the movie for some reason, which is like, which has a completely different death scene.
Yeah, but I think that's still the best.
No, in the TV show he doesn't say anything. He just gets killed and like dies, and they never find him.
I still need to at some point. It made me think of that as the live action thing. I mean, I still need to at some point watch the Sailor Moon one. Yeah, the Sailor Moon live action one.
I mean, you don't really have to.
I want to.
Yeah.
You're not missing much.
Okay. He said he wants to.
But
it did introduce me to the wider world of Tokusatsu, so I guess there's that.
It's also interesting just in the fact that I know that's the one that the original creator worked on of the shows. So I'm kind of like interested in that regard.
I mean, I downloaded some subs back in like the mid-born era because my one friend from school had a crush on one of the actresses and like didn't have a computer, so he made me download them.
Which one, out of curiosity? Because this would get funny.
Jupiter.
Oh, okay. Because if it was the Mars one, I was like, I was gonna be like, next question, how old was this person?
No, we were age appropriate at the time.
Oh, okay, fair enough. No, more for the actress, because the actress, if it was Mars' actress, she was like the age of the character when they were doing that.
No, I don't know. We were like 17.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was like 17. I told you this is back when I was in school.
Oh, yeah.
This was a long time ago.
Well, you say school, that could also mean college.
No. This was like high school.
Fair enough. But yeah, I also with the Cutie Honey stuff. The one I really liked was the fucking The T00 series I really liked was Re, the one that the fucking Ava guy made.
The one that everyone likes.
Yeah, because of course it's great. Yeah, it's the this is what everyone picks one, but it's really good. I don't always pick what everybody likes. Just sometimes in this case, it's just like one of the times I do. I fucking don't like Kill la Kill.
I mean, it also helps that Key Honey doesn't have a whole lot of good adaptations.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, say, you know, it's not like you can just, you're spoiled for choice. It's like, oh, you can have, like, the 70s/80s shows, which are pretty bare bones and generic. Or you can have Re, or you can have Universe, and nobody wants Universe.
There's the early 90s one as well, but I haven't watched it.
Universe is so messed up.
Universe, I just looked at it and I was like, this doesn't look right, and it doesn't even have...
Universe made, like, the odd choice to have every single one of her outfits have a different voice actress, but then she almost never used them. So it's like, why did you bring all these big voice actresses in only to not use them?
You want to know the reason I ended up not watching it? It didn't use the original Cutie Honey theme, and I was like, I don't care. Stupid?
Oh,
Yes, so that's why.
They made up their own theme for some
It
reason.
sucked.
That was also a weird choice considering every other like Go Nagai remake they'd done in like that whole sequence had used the original theme or like the most classical themes.
Yeah, they usually do like a cover of the original one. If it was at least a good song, I could be like, oh, okay, whatever, it's a good song, but it really wasn't.
See that Mulan?
Kai's got the knife
leader of the
hands.
Hun army.
Yeah.
Come on, girl. This is your big chance. I can see it now.
Hi, Mushu.
Public enemy #1. You're gonna be famous. I'm talking A-list.
Not voiced by Eddie Murphy.
I'm not sure.
That's
I
fine.
haven't even joined the army yet. I have to take my father's place to preserve the Fa family honor. I just hope I don't
It's just
get
mostly
discovered.
notable because Mushu also didn't
Whatever,
super
you just
appear a whole lot
scared, admit
outside of the movie.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
And he had like one appearance on like House of Mouse.
Yeah, because he wasn't voiced by Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, and normally Disney's like, well, we got to keep voices consistent.
By the way, I really like the way they attempted to do the Mushu like hiding under the shadow thing.
Maybe we better
I actually really like how they attempted to emulate it in this game. It looks good.
Is that Mushu?
Nobody. What I always love is no matter what universe you're in, nobody really seems concerned by the talking dog and duck.
Wait, you know what though? I like that. Because God, it would be so annoying that every time be like, is that a talking dog and duck?
You feel like Shang's just be like, what the fuck demons are these?
Like, you know for a fact, if this was made by, like, fucking DCU writers, MCU writers, they would be fucking nonstop going, oh my god, talking dog and duck? That's so weird. Is that duck talking? Oh, hey, hold on. Is that duck talk? Wait, that duck is talking. Hey, did you notice that duck is fucking talking?
I'm Mulan.
Yes.
No,
They don't do that a whole lot with Rocket.
They do it more
Just
than
Ping.
enough.
I am Ping, son of Fazu.
You know Mushu?
Mushu's one of my family's guardians.
We didn't know we were borrowing somebody as important as a family guardian.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think Mulan World is interesting and funny because it's like one of those worlds where you feel it's so tiny and then that's because you've not even seen half of it.
Yeah,
Also really like the whole thing of like this village that you go to getting totally fucked up.
Oh yeah. Because yeah, you start off like halfway through the movie.
Would you join us? It'll be easier to fit in if I'm with guys.
Usually because like the first half of the movie's like be pretty hard to like just sort of make interesting by throwing in a Heartless.
Yeah. No, it makes sense why it's like that. Like what was the complaint?
You're a girl?
It's like why
You didn't notice?
Cinderella World only just like breezes by really fucking quick in Birth by Sleep because how do you make that movie like interesting from an action standpoint?
Yeah.
Even with like throwing in the unworst.
I was gonna say you turn the carriage into an evil pumpkin monster. That's about it.
Yeah.
Mulan an easy one as a starter world because it's like, oh yeah, we can just have Heartless be stand-ins for the Huns. Alright, should should I have...
That way we don't...
Alright, so now Mulan should take over whose spot?
Donald's.
Done.
Because you need Goofy for Valor form.
Oh yeah, and I remember the moment's the one form I have.
Yeah. Like, that's the problem. It's very easy in this game to determine who you get rid of at the start, because it's Donald, because Valor form is, hands down, like, one of the best ways to just tear through bosses.
Yeah, and Valor form was one of my... I remember I used, like, the magic one, like, once or twice, and I just preferred Valor.
It is worth using Wisdom form enough to get Quick Dash, because it is a at least in original too.
Actually, I remember using the Wisdom form actually in the Beauty and the Beast world when fighting the fucking Sniper Man. Because I just shot him back with that.
Wait. Oh, I mean Zolden? You don't fight Zigbar in Beauty and the Beast world.
The guy was.
You only fight him in the world that. No.
There's a guy who shoots at you from a distance, and you in the boss fight, and you just. And I just
Zolden.
Yeah.
Rides on his dragon.
Yeah, so I was shooting at his dragon from there.
That's why we were all that's why we were all confused why Zigbar of all people was like getting so much play from, because he just shows up. He's just like there in like the final level, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm here. Bye." Like, what a weird guy.
Now I'm the main villain.
It'd be weird if he was like a really important character.
I'm the most important around. Do you like
me? It's also not helped that he was one of the few characters who they didn't give like a clear this is who he was before he was nobody.
I like the emulation of her trying to do the manly walk. It's really good.
About time we got some grub.
Oh, I love this bit.
No cutting.
Oh, is this where they
start just fist fighting? Yeah.
Back off.
Like real men.
A space in line.
I wonder what they're serving for lunch today. Knuckle sandwiches.
That does it.
Oh no, even when Sora's a dumbass, I think it works just because he's like basically Goku in that he's played off as, yeah, he's dumb, but you know, he's at least having fun.
Honestly, God, him just getting angry, it just works, it's fine.
You punched me.
I mean, dude did slug him.
Yeah.
Who you calling a shrimp?
I'd be angry too.
Yeah.
Guardian dragon.
Let's just get back in line, okay?
You know, it's the Chinese military, so you know.
What's up, boy?
He should just be lucky he's not wound up in a concentration camp.
Yeah.
The captain.
That's where Pooh went.
Don't bother.
I like Sora, like stepping up, like, oh, I'm gonna fucking hit him.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. They're about the same height, so.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready.
I wonder what they're serving today. Knuckle sandwiches. Like, this doesn't even feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like exaggerated dumbass. It feels more like, that guy hit me, I'm fucking mad. I don't know, that didn't feel like dumbass. It just felt like, yeah, I'm annoyed you hit me, fuck you.
There is a moment in Kingdom Hearts 2 where he's just full dumbass.
I haven't seen one yet, but hey, we got a whole ass game still.
I mean, there's a point where he's like feels shitty because Santa's like, "Oh yeah, you're not on the nice list. Why?" Well, you told Riku you didn't believe in Santa Claus.
I mean, that's a funny joke.
Say it's a joke. I'm pretty sure Santa Claus was completely.
Oh no, I'm talking about, you know, when you're not for no, I say funny for joke for us, the audience.
Imagine the heartbreak of being told by Santa Claus, you know, you're not on the nice list. Fuck you.
Oh, you said you didn't believe me. You said you didn't believe me. Skill issue. die?
They saved all of the world, Santa Claus, yeah, but you've personally offended me. Meanwhile, with Jack.
It's okay.
What more will they make a heart? In Nightmare Before Christmas World. Oh yeah, it is, because that robot steals it.
Let's see here. So now we have to get a test. Ambush the army.
Yeah, test of manliness.
Manly tests.
It's the only way to prove that Ping is 100% male.
Only way.
And that Shang's not having a Shang is not having a gay scare.
Oh, I gotta make sure that I'm into a guy. It'd be really weird if I was into a girl. You're a girl?
Well, okay, I guess.
Fine.
You did prove yourself, but you're gonna have to wear the strap-on, Mulan.
I really want to get pegged.
There we go. We've solved one of the most We've solved one of Disney's more uncomfortable in current times romances. Shang is gay, but he's into it if he can get pegged.
Only if I can get pegged, okay? I really want to get pegged.
We can also say Belle, because we'll just do like the reference to that one musical someone did of her just singing about how much she loves Beastcock.
Yeah, we'll be doing that one next after we do Mulan World.
Yeah. No more questionable things to go through.
After that.
Until you get to Aladdin.
Nothing else.
Hercules. Hercules as well, actually, because, you know, original myth.
Nothing else at all.
Little Mermaid.
Pretty fun. You little fuckers. That height! Oh, God. It is nice to be actually in the fucking world now.
Yeah, it's a weird choice to start, like, what is most likely the first world people will go to with a segment that doesn't let them roam around the world, considering, like, the last 3 worlds you've been in haven't really let you explore.
Well, to be fair, the last worlds you were in weren't even really worlds.
Certainly most of Hollow Bastion is locked off.
Yeah, it like slowly expands as you go in, if I recall.
It's mostly what happens in the return, because that's when Tron World opens up, and then after Tron World you go basically straight into the other half of Hollow Bastion. And then if you do like side quest stuff, you find, or if you complete Tron World the second time, you unlock the town's true name.
Yep. But yeah, it's nice to like now actually be on the dope ass Disney train, being able to like play the game. Again, like I said last time, I think there's a good reason for that world, for that segment at the start to be the way it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't go there. Broke all the cars. Can I go up that pass now, or is this like I gotta go the other way? Maybe I gotta go the other exit of the camp. We need permission from the captain. Okay, so probably the other way. Also, again, this game still looks really good. I still think this game has a strong art direction, just like the first game did.
Yep. Controversial opinion, good game is good.
I know. It's again, I still think these have stronger art directions than 3 does, especially with the the weird natural lighting that 3 has. Where everything looks a little too dark.
Well, like I said before, if nothing else, like the main advantage 2 also has over 3 is 2 has purpose. Like, even as flimsy as a premise as it is, the fact that you're told, hey, Organization 13 is doing stuff, also you need to find Riku. It's like, okay, yeah, that's a reason for Sora and friends to go hop around Disney World and fuck around.
Yeah, give it even something flimsy, something to mess with.
It's not versus Kingdom Hearts 3 of, well, we know what we need to do, but we can't do it yet, so I don't know, just fuck around.
When literally something as simple as, hey, Organization 13 members are spotted in the world, go check on them while you're trying to reawaken the power. Do that, please. Because we're busy. We're busy fucking with the darkness. You're not ready for that, so please do this for us.
Yeah. It is one of those things where it becomes especially obnoxious, because how many games does Sora have to do basically everything? At least in 2, even though, you know, he's still not being told shit, a lot of it also feels like, yeah, we can just sort of trust you to solve these problems. As opposed to, well, you can't do anything, so, I don't know, just fuck around Disney Worlds until we need you. It's always nice when, you know, characters actually get to develop. I forget. We mentioned to Dan that Trials in the Sky is getting a remake.
Yeah, I did see it, and I'm really excited for that.
That just came out of nowhere. I'm like, oh yeah.
I remember they were talking about doing it, like, because they're kind of done with the series, but they were talking about how they kind of wanted to do a remake of that one, of that part of the series. Right now it's just chapter 1. They'll probably do 2. They're gonna honestly. The odds of them not doing 2.
You'd hope so.
They'll probably do 3 and then do Crossbow.
I know it's remakes of Cold Steel.
Yeah. All they really had to do with even with Estelle was just put the model they used into the original outfit. Call it a day. Because like it's not like she got a different hairstyle or anything like that.
Yeah, but would have to adjust the other proportion on the model because, like, she and Joshua are like definitely aged between Sky and Cold Steel on the models on the model rig or made up the model. Also, like, you know, need to model all the other characters.
Yeah, I mean, the model though looks like it's the just the ones that they used in those games. I've seen it. I've back to back with it. Because I mean, even if they're shorter, you can like scale a model down. In fact, a lot of things will do that. A lot of things will do that in animation. It's just like tricks where they'll scale either entire models or parts of models down or up for emphasis, depending on whatever they're doing.
I also think she's like, as weird as it sounds to say, I think she's also just like has a slimmer build in Cold Steel versus Sky. So I could see why they.
Like I said, I looked at them back to back, and I just didn't see it. It looked like it was just that model, but in a new outfit.
Well, we'll see when we get more actual footage.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they might have just used the head and the hair, like the head sculpt and hair sculpt from it, because that would be one of the harder parts to do anyway. Because rigging a face is a lot.
Something to think about while we wait for Daybreak 2. What, Kai?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's close, but I don't think it's out yet. The final game of the Calvert arc.
Okay, I got one more Heartless to find and beat up. Oh, there he is. And he's dead. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that remake. I was just kind of like, apparently even the so they submitted it to Nintendo and they did not expect it to be like just in that direct, so they were also surprised when it was there. Like, oh, okay.
Shit. We didn't plan to announce that one yet, but okay.
Well, cat's out of the bag, I guess. Shit.
Oopsies.
It's kind of funny though that it's kind of funny in a kind of a quaint way that they forgot to tell Nintendo not to put it out yet.
Kind of funny of Nintendo of all people, after all the shit they've given people for leaking stuff, to then leak something.
Oh, speaking of that, did you hear they're finally going after Pal World?
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, they're suing.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, they're suing Pal World now.
I heard that they were involved in a lawsuit. I wasn't sure if it was Pal World or if they had gone after like leakers slash emulators. You know, the real criminals.
I think what the final straw for Pal World was they decided to change their company to Pal World Entertainment, and I think that was the part where they're like, okay, hold on.
What, you're making more?
Of course, the real problem is if they lose, it's gonna look real bad.
They probably think they have a chance. To be fair, too, this could have been something they were putting in the works for a while to figure out if there was any way they could snuff it. And they were just waiting.
No, they were
Okay,
not
sorry.
happy about it from the start, so...
Yeah.
I think there's some accusation about, like, stolen designs or copyrighted designs, I don't know.
There were some accusations
really...
of use of AI, but I don't know of anything solid.
I didn't really care about Power Worlds and look into it.
Yeah,
so.
honestly, same.
I know people talked about it, but then I was like, and everyone was like, "Oh, is this the Pokemon kid?" I'm like, "No."
No.
It's like every time a new like platform fighter comes out, and everyone's like, "Is this the Smash Bros. Killer?" It's like,
the answer is
obviously
no.
not. I can answer that question for you. No.
Maybe this one will be the no.
No.
But what if no? Surprise! No.
So you know, people acting like, "Oh, is this the game that will kill Pokemon?" Fuck no.
It's not.
Pokemon's like the most profitable video game franchise of all time.
Yeah. It is a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like nothing even close to it. So... Well, also, as I said, I genuinely don't really know much about Power World beyond just, yeah, it's a game that sure is as Pokemon-like as you can get, as at the time you could get without getting sued.
Or so we thought, and then the lawsuit happened. But then again, we don't know. Maybe Nintendo will lose it. Not saying they will, but you know, we don't know yet.
It'll be the first time Nintendo's tried to do a similar thing and get, like, taken it and get beaten.
Yeah, they've lost stuff like this before, so it's not like they will definitely win it. I know people are already cheering that it'll kill Power World, and like, we don't actually know yet.
I mean, I can already tell you what'll kill Power World.
The fact that people got bored of it.
Yeah, time. Literally just wait.
Yeah, it was a flavor of the month thing. That was really it.
Is it virtually already dead?
There's probably more people playing it now, like, you know, right now, because of the whole announcement. And there's probably people that are rushing to buy it in case it does get taken down. But I don't. But honestly, people kind of like played it at the start of the year, and then they just kind of forgot about it. Because I mean, it's a other than having the Pokemon stuff in it, it's basically just another like open world.
It's still in early access. It's not even finished yet.
Yeah, but there's so many games that are in early access forever, so who cares a shit?
Well,
yeah.
So anyway, as I was trying to say, in fact, actually I forgot because you fucking interrupted me. God damn it.
Power flavor of the month. Blah, blah, blah.
Flower flavor of the month is if people just kind of, oh yeah. Basically, it was like realistically when you remove the Pokemon parts of it, Or the, it's just a, like, it's just a like, it's just another Rust. It's another one of those kind of games. We have tons of those.
Play Rust.
Yeah, just play Rust. I'm not going to. I don't like it. I don't like this kind of games anyway.
I mean, I like Subnautica. It's probably like the only survival game that I've ever been interested in / played properly. But that's mostly because you can get a robot suit in it.
That's fair. But yeah, I just don't care for those kind of games. So like, I don't really give a shit.
Like I said, I think Power World was always going to be just one of those flavor of the month. Oh yeah, it's looking real nice now, but you know, a couple
People
of
get
months
bored of
and
it.
people. Yeah, in like 3 months, people will be still playing Pokemon and not playing Power World.
Yeah, even if I fell off a Pokemon ages ago and it's not doing it for me, like Pokemon is still Pokemon. It's still selling like crazy.
Oh, it must defeat them so they improve their standards.
The only time they were concerned was when Yokai Watch happened and Yokai Watch died.
Yeah, Yokai Watch was big for a couple of years, but that was it.
Yeah.
It's more important it was big in Japan for a couple of years.
Yeah. Enough for them to be like, oh shit. For like a couple of years before, you know, Yokai fell off and they're like, oh, alright, back to the slop. Make those toys, goddammit!
Oh, phew, we don't have to try again.
Oh god, that was rough. We had to think for a bit there. Whew. Scary. I don't want to do that again. Yeah, the odds of an actual Pokemon killer happening are very low. Because when you're trying to make a quote Pokemon killer rather than just making a game, you're not going to do it.
That's the thing, is that most of the stuff that that actually succeeds in the same market share is stuff that isn't actually Pokemon.
Yeah.
As weird as that sounds, like the obvious comparison is Digimon. It's like, oh yeah, Digimon does not have like anywhere near like the prevalence or thing that Pokemon does. But then the same token is Digimon is very rarely anything actually like Pokemon.
Yeah. Honestly, Digimon's biggest detriment is the fact that Bandai usually fucking kicks it in the nuts.
Yeah.
And also, to be fair, too, its game quality is very inconsistent and not the most casual friendly, typically.
Yep.
Do you like grinding? Not really. Too bad! Fuck you!
Some of them I do. I could not be asked with grinding on the one that was a surprise sequel to Digimon World 1.
Which one was that one again?
Next Order.
Oh, okay.
That is just straight up actually a sequel to Digimon World 1. And then but then same token, I really like grinding in Cyber Sleuth.
I still need to play Cyber Sleuth at some point. I watched a friend play it, and I just fucking hated Nokia.
She gets a lot better, like midway through the game. She has character development.
We'll see how I feel about that, because God, does she get handed a lot of shit.
Yeah, but as I said, she has character development. And she's no Arata, but you know, who is?
No, who?
And Arata's the other, one of the other, like, there's like 3 like like 3 supporting cast members.
Oh, okay, wait. I was having trouble understanding the name.
Like, so Arata, who's the blue guy.
Yeah.
Everybody likes him. Mostly because if you pick a female protagonist, it makes one cutscene of him look real fucking awkward.
Which I like the female protagonist design, because I like the idea that they used the little hair tie to be the goggles. I really like that.
Yeah, they both have good designs. It's just the game basically assumes that you do, or at least per the translation and also the one cutscene, the game does kind of assume you're playing as a dude.
Which is really funny.
Which is really funny when Arata and Femme protagonist kick the shit out of each other. Makes Arata look kind of like a scumbag. I don't know, Cyber Sleuth 1 is really good, and I think the Cyber Sleuth 2 is that game where it's like the actual like game and story and characters are like, or the actual game and the actual story is like worse than it is very kind of worse than 1 because it's like, well, if you play 1, you know everything here doesn't really matter. Because it's not a sequel, it like happens around the events of 1.
Yeah, I do know that.
But then like the gameplay updates were so good that you're like, man, I wish I could just play Cyber Sleuth 1 with these gameplay updates. And then they put them in Cyber Sleuth 1. So I'm like, man, I don't have to play Cyber Sleuth. I can not play Hacker's Memory because every time I feel like I'm going to play Hacker's Memory, I'm like, oh, but I've got to play Cyber Sleuth 1 at first, replay that, because, you know, of course you've got to. And then by the time you get to Hacker's Memory, you get about halfway through, and I'm like, yeah, I have done like 200 hours worth of Digimon so far.
You're like, yeah, you know what,
I'm going to play
okay.
I'm going to play something else and come back to this, and then
you don't, and then you don't, and then you'll be like, I want to play Cyber Sleuth. I'm going to do a replay this time. I'm going to play it for real. Play successfully. You know what? I think I'm good. I think I'll go play another game.
Yeah.
The vicious cycle.
I'm going to play Hacker's Memory, but I can't play Hacker's Memory until I replay Cyber Sleuth because what if there's even more things I didn't notice on the first? I didn't notice like the first 3 times. Yeah, no, Cyber Sleuth is really fun. Plus, you know, you get to like one of the fucking cases is having an argument with a Tentomon who's basically editing Wikipedia, but he's editing it with just his personal views and also in his Kansai dialect because he's Tentomon.
Good.
And all Tentomon speak with Kansai dialects. That's the joke. So you just have to fucking fight this guy about his editing of Wikipedia posts.
Perfect.
There's just plenty of like amazing dumb shit like that.
So like that is what I love about Digimon though.
One of my favourites is there's a whole it was actually a tie-in with Tower Records of all things.
Oh yeah.
There's the mascot for Tower Records, who's in subsequent re-releases had to be edited to not quite be the mascot for Tower Records because the partnership ran out. And yeah, so there's an Etamon who's like, I want to sell my own music in this shop, and his music is awful. Everyone hates it.
It's making me remember how, like, in the season 1, they originally made him talk like Elvis Presley.
It's kind of fair. It kind of is what Etamon's like, even in the sub.
Yeah.
He's just a weird rock guy who can't actually sing.
Yeah. Instead of Elvis, he just yells.
Yeah. So these days. So, you know, we had him be an Elvis impersonator.
He's all shook up.
Yeah, nothing but a Houndmon.
Crying all the time.
Young Elvis, and you could be old Elvis.
Die on a crapper.
Oh fuck! I died. The fucking Centaur man just kept charging me. I'm just gonna load the game so I don't have to add that count against my deaths. Fuck off. Alright, let me equip my fucking... Let's see if I have any equipment I forgot to do since we're talking. Yeah, I know about the drive form. I already used it once. Okay. No, I'll give Ping some potions to hold. So that way she can... I say Ping, let's move on. So that way she can throw them on me if I need them. Do I have any other items that I forgot to equip? Nah. I don't think so. Nah. Oh wait, you'll still check abilities just in case. Ah, there are some abilities. Combo boost, experience boost. Experience boost is... I kind of want that. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is good. Other stuff's equipped, other stuff's equipped. Yep. Okay, everybody else is good. Let me just make another save so that way if I end up here again, I have it. So
yeah, man, Gavin.
I forgot to check my abilities in a minute.
Fair enough. But yeah, so but Gav is weird.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
It's certainly more entertaining than Gotchard started off as.
Yeah. I think Gotchard took the controversial stance of let's just kill off all the characters. Killed off the one sister I liked.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, but they're gonna be back.
Of course.
They're gonna be back for their V-Semis.
I like just giving all the characters a final form in like the last 2 episodes. I'm like, could we not have done this at like literally any other time?
Yeah, Beats did the same thing.
You know, they could have done the thing like what happened with fucking you know, I'm gonna use this real quick, so that way I can drive for him in that fight. It could have been like fucking like Digimon Season 1 where like they just be like, only you two get a final form, everybody else can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, but Agumon got some bullshit, so I'm happy he didn't get fucking shit.
Yeah, but everybody else.
I mean, Joe should have got a mega form.
I mean, Joe and Ty are the only ones who did.
No, Matt's the other one.
Oh, Matt. I get the names. Joe and Matt's names mixed up for some reason.
Joe's the guy with Ikaku, with Gomamon.
Yeah,
I don't even really care about. He's just like the worst, so it's like, you might as well have given him something. But hey, look, at least Wargame and Metal Guru got to do stuff unlike Final Forms in Frontier. Just got to get their asses beat for like 15 episodes straight.
I haven't watched. Are you talking about the Try movie stuff?
No, I haven't even finished Try yet, even though it's been out for ages. I'm talking about Frontier Season 4.
I didn't know when it's all that long.
The one where they turn into Digimon.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, I think we've explained before, but like the entire like final arc, which is like the last 10-15 episodes, is just these two villains show up and they kick the shit out of everyone, and the main character's like big final power up doesn't do anything until finally it does.
Ah, the WWE wrestling story approach.
Yeah. I think was Saber's the first one that made it so everyone got a mega form.
It still didn't really help when Providence, but yeah, everybody got their mega form this time.
Yeah.
I guess technically Tamers do.
Oh yeah, Tamer.
The only ones that do the mega forms.
The main three. The main three, and then Rio, who might as well be in God Mode C. It's that thing where maybe if any of us had played those games that he's from, I'm sure in like 2003 or whenever like Tamers came out and you were like a Japanese kid, like, oh my god, the guy from those games I played is in this show and he's like referencing things. I'm sure that means something, but to us it's like, who the fuck's this guy?
Oh god, I hate these centaur enemies.
Oh yeah, they're tough.
They are obnoxious is what they are.
I don't have any advice on how to beat him. Him with the big fucking key.
I wish my key was bigger. I can't even use my drive forms here.
Oh yeah, because you have to do it solo.
It's just Mulan and you.
Jump attacks?
I thought he was gonna charge. His charge is the most obnoxious move.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'd rather...
Dodge,
I do have guard, but the guard doesn't seem to work against it. I can guard like that, but the charge, no. And they come out so quick, too. Like, this is just kind of annoying. Fuck you. I don't have roll yet. There we go. Hyper healing.
You don't get roll until you get limit form. Roll was not in original 2.
Huh.
Roll was added in for final mix because it is instead you get wisdom form's ability, which is dodge, which is like dash.
Fair.
And then for and then yeah, you just get limit form in this, which gives you abilities from Kingdom Hearts 1, and it's also relevant because it's the one drive. It's actually the most useful drive form because it's the only drive form that can be used by Sora solo, so it doesn't cost a party member.
Which, I mean, that's good.
And then it does create the unfortunate problem if you have both like dash and dodge equipped.
Oh, yeah,
or dash and roll equipped.
Yeah, there's the village scene. They don't have the musical number, obviously, but they have the scene where they come upon the burnt down village.
Yeah.
And Mr. Man's now hurt.
Captain!
Don't overdo it, Captain.
It's just a
Scratch. Anyway, I'm dying. Squirtle.
Captain, the enemy. Where did they go?
They went toward the summit.
We'll stop them.
Ah, towards the summit. I know what happens next.
It kinda is our fault.
Right.
You mean my fault?
Sean, you and the Heartless did this, not us.
I like Sora going like, no, we
Captain,
didn't do this.
If you track down the villagers, we'll handle this.
Burn down a village.
It's not our fault. We literally did not burn down this village. They burned down a village.
Let's go.
He's right.
It was the butterfly, I tells ya.
That fucking butterfly, man.
Nobody ever suspects the butterfly.
Fucking butterfly from Kirby. Let's see. Let me see equipment real quick.
Oh yeah, I did actually read I did read Power Rangers vs Godzilla Part 2 the other day.
Oh?
Pretty good. In a weird twist of fate, they decide to have the Psycho Rangers from In Space show up.
What a twist. They should have
But also they get powered up by Godzilla's enemies, so they become like the Psycho Gigan Ranger. And then the Power Rangers get kaiju-based new forms and Zords.
I mean, that's cool.
So, it's pretty neat. Not sure how I'd rate it compared to like the first one, which I also found was a pretty fun crossover.
Yeah, that reminded me that one. I saw people comparing the one villain, one of the kaiju that they fight in Power Girls, the one that they couldn't beat, and Bubbles just asked to leave, and he leaves. They're saying that was basically their equivalent of Godzilla.
Probably.
You know, to be fair, no one has tried just asking him politely to leave.
That
I know of.
Pretty sure the fairies might have tried that because they could translate. It's an entire scene of like
fairies.
Sorry, Mothra's fairy. Mothra's fairies. There's like a whole scene in like the first movie with Ghidorah where Godzilla and Rodan spend like the first half of the movie just fighting because they just can't stand each other. And Mothra tries to convince them that no, there's a bigger threat here. And the fairies roughly translate what they're saying. It basically amounts to Godzilla just doesn't like people because they don't like him. And also, he was not going to work with this fucker Rodan.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly.
And then they wind up teaming up, so...
Fine, I guess I'll team up. Twist my arm, pull my leg.
Pull his tail, but essentially, yeah. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Fuck this three-headed jackass.
Attack!
So then they showed him the real superpower of teamwork. Oh, I did like that in the Sonic Frontiers DLC. So Eggman does just say, "Oh, are you going to give us another speech about the real superpower of teamwork?"
Ah, here's one of the first bits where they do the look how many Heartless we can have on screen thing.
Yes. Trickery.
It's a good trick.
Oh, yeah, that was the thing I found weird, that Astro Bot doesn't have any Final Fantasy characters in it. Because I figured, well, surely Cloud will show up. Like, FF7 is like one of the games that put the PlayStation on the map.
And it's also one of the things that is still a timed exclusive with Rebirth.
Because I'm like, yeah, they've got stuff like that Metal Gear on there. Makes sense, you know. You can get Snake, Psycho Mantis, Grey Fox, Naked Snake, and Raiden. Metal Gear Rising, right, is done as well. Also, Ryu and Ken are on there, which makes sense because, you know...
Yeah, they have Ryu, Ken...
there's...
I know they have Kazuya, and they have Soul Bad Guy and Key, I think.
Yes, Soul Bad Guy's in. I don't think Kai's in.
Okay, I think I know I saw Soul Bad Guy.
Yeah,
because I remember them being in because I knew they got in because Mortal Kombat fans were really pissed that a Mortal Kombat character wasn't in and the Guilty Gear character got in.
I mean, that's because Mortal Kombat is not famously on the PlayStation.
Well, also, to be fair, Mortal Kombat outside of America isn't really popular.
Yeah.
It sells a meat. It sells,
also...
like, the amount it sells is insane, but it's all just in one country.
But like I said, like, the thing with Mortal Kombat is, it's not like... I would put Mortal Kombat more as, like, arcade, SNES, like, Super Nintendo or Genesis, like, kind of...
Yeah, but, I mean, Street Fighter isn't really that either.
Yeah, I was going to say, the reason why Street Fighter, I think, gets away with it is because Evo is owned by Sony.
True.
And Street Fighter is the face of Evo.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Guilty Gear did get its start on PlayStation, or its main home start there, and Tekken obviously, same thing. In fact, some of the Tekken games were built with PlayStation hardware in mind, or built on PlayStation hardware. I know 6 was. I don't remember about all of them. Oh, so here's the avalanche scene. So many dead Heartless.
What? So many dead Chinese soldiers that we conveniently don't see. How is Shang supposed to defend all of China with just like 3 guys?
Thanks, right?
It was nothing.
He's so lucky that like Ping and Sora and Donald and Goofy showed up.
Right?
Also, Shang's perspective is like, oh, a woman, and it's like, you got a 15-year-old kid, a talking dog, and a duck.
Yeah, but for this era,
is what you object to.
Hold on. To be fair though, with at least the 15-year-old for China, he's an adult in this era.
Come on, Mulan, let's put this charade and go home, girl.
That's just a young man there to them.
Me more like the dog and the duck.
Yeah. Now that I can understand.
Ping!
Unless he's keeping them for dinner?
I was like, oh, girl? Didn't she just cause an avalanche and that's the only reason we're alive? Yeah, but,
You knew Ping was really a woman in
fuck
disguise. I can't believe you lied to me.
You lied to me anyway.
I like that this version just has Mushu get mad and give it away.
The punishment for high treason and dishonoring the army.
Take the time to do what the movie
death.
does.
What's the movie do? I forget.
In the movie, she
Get
gets,
out of
she
my
gets injured
sight.
in the avalanche.
Now.
He takes her to a doctor.
Oh.
Dismissed.
Like, this is a woman.
But, Captain...
Hey, wait a
My debt is
man, what a fine man. Look at these pecs. Hey, wait a second.
Wait, those aren't pecs.
The Emperor is waiting. Move out.
My professional opinion.
I do like all the soldiers. One thing I did like is all the soldiers are like, oh come on. Fine, I guess we'll go with you, dickbag.
Mulan, I blew it.
But I mean, also too, like doing it that way would be so much harder because you'd have to do so much more model work, I guess, and creating new assets.
Thank you.
I know she has like her
character.
Sorry
yeah,
I
you'd
got
have to
you in
like do all
trouble.
that. So this is easier, just having
It's
Mushu
no
do
big
it.
deal. So, Ping...
Especially when it's like your
I mean,
first world,
Mulan,
and you don't want to blow all your budget on
what
it.
are you gonna do now?
Go back home.
And they already do the work of having
Daddy's gonna
Mulan
be
have
steamed
like
as a
you know
chicken dumpling.
her outside of her disguise. So, and they even went to the trouble of bothering to rig her hair, which is insane for a
Relax.
PS2 game.
We'll take our share of the blame.
Thanks. You're all wonderful friends.
Like again, these games are insane looking for their era.
I think it's one of those things they honestly might have come out in the wrong era to get appreciated for some of the animation work. 'Cause at the time, it's like not something anyone really thinks about.
Yeah, I mean, at the time I was like one of those idiots who thought that, but because I'm weird. Like one of the things that is still one of the crazier things to me on like not even just a PS2 game, but just in general. One of the characters, it was in Tenchu Fatal Shadows. So there's a girl with like a pixie cut, and they actually decided to be like, all right, let's rig her hair and make it bouncy when she moves. And I'm like, there are games today that still don't do that for like short hair. Not that they have to, it's just, you know, cool that it's there. So I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, well, I want to see the pores on their skin and shit. I don't need that, it's fine. Also, he's back, and he's pissed.
No, he's heartless now, so it's okay to kill him.
Shan Yu.
Which is basically how this game
He's heading
justifies
for
a
the
lot of
Imperial
things
City.
that happen
We've
that
got to
that
warn
should be
Shan.
like these characters just die in the movies. So, rather than have Sora just straight up murder a guy, he's a heartless, so it doesn't matter if we kill him.
Come on, it's a heartless. It's fine, man. Why
It's like Scar.
are you worried about it? It's a heartless.
They're specifically like Scar is a heartless. So it's okay when we maul him. It's okay when the hyenas maul him to death.
Here. Oh yeah, I think I just keep going backwards, don't I?
Yeah. And then eventually you'll be get the cutscene to be like, hey, shit, we should head to the capital.
I keep just going like literally backwards. I think like go through the mountain trail and all that.
Yep, down the mountain we go.
China!
I'll handle this!
For China, she says. For Hong Kong, most people say.
Taiwan.
I miss the days when we all collectively called China West Taiwan.
Me too. Ow, 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 ow.
How have you been, Sable? Still ready? Coming back from your month-long vacation?
Yeah, I'm mostly wound down now.
That's good.
My sister's going on a trip in a few days, so I have to take care of the dog.
Yeah, but you like the dog.
Yeah, I like the dog.
You don't like the sister, so win-win.
I'm not going to respond to that.
For China! I'll handle this!
I'm not going to incriminate yourself, I see.
This is it! For China! I'm on fire!
Understandable, I'll appreciate it.
We've opened the
I'd
door
say
to the
about
next
mine.
area.
And then we'll see what happens after that.
Oh yeah, this is literally the boss fight arena.
Shang!
Yeah, just gotta fight.
Shan Yu is alive.
Look at his name,
Headed
Shan
this
Yu, that was
way.
it.
And why should I believe you?
Why would I
this
believe you this time? Why would you not? Like, the one thing she lied about was her gender.
Pretty big lie.
Yeah, but I mean, she then also was nuked this guy.
Yeah, but she lied about her gender in ancient China, and that's like the ultimate sin.
True.
Plus, also, you know, as established, he is gay.
It's true. And that's the part that really
So
upset him.
it's-
I had feelings for
Yeah,
a...
so it's
a-
like,
for-
oh.
You're one of them women things. Ugh.
Ugh. I want to take part in your heteronormative world.
Ugh. Oh no, my men have become heartless.
I mean, China, so yeah, obviously.
We'll secure the courtyard.
I didn't play. I
and you can
didn't
save
realize I
the
was playing
Emperor.
Wulong. Alright, time to beat up all the Hetsinkos.
Poor Hesenko.
She hasn't had a game in forever. Please, Daddy Capcom, let me out of the cage. Give us a Darkstalkers. No.
They're better than John Talbot.
John Talbot is the hipster's choice or if they're not a furry, it's the hipster's choice whenever they're like, yeah, that one's my favorite Darkstalkers character. And I'm like, you're lying.
Oh, he's not my favorite. I just like
Not you,
referencing him
not
'cause
not you, not you. I'm talking about like in general when people do it. I'm like, okay, you're either a furry or you're a hipster. Which one are you?
You can do two things.
You get one of two. You can be both too. But are you a hipster, a furry, or both? Let's be honest with ourselves for a second. Otherwise, you don't give a shit about Talbane.
I think who my favorite Dark Souls character is. Might actually be Dimitri.
Bow to me.
Dimitri's definitely one of my favorites. I think mine is, after like thinking about it, I think it's BB Hood, because it's funny.
Yeah, maybe Hood's a good pick. I think in terms of actually playing, I do like I like Talbot and I do like Morrigan to play as. In terms of character, it's probably like Dimitri.
For play, it's probably Lilith, and then probably actually BB Hood is second.
It ends now.
I do like Hesiko as well as a character, but I am bad at her.
Yeah, there's a problem with Darkstalkers characters. A lot of them require like fucking action. Like a lot of them do just require like fucking years to properly grasp.
Yeah, BB Hood's like one of. Good, sorry.
Like what's his name? I can never remember how to pronounce it. Anuba Karas.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, yeah, a lot of his fucking game plans involve like that curse, like doing that curse and loops. It's like, man, I ain't got time to learn that shit.
Right now we're defending the gate.
But he had like some kind of big wall or something to keep him out.
Yeah. If only. Maybe we can ask Winnie the Pooh for one.
Don't bother.
We can make the Mongolians pay for it.
Oh, I didn't think that was where we were going with that, but okay.
We can cross the streams and the memes. Get off me, bird! Listen here, you fucker. I'll keep parrying your attack because it's funny. Alright, I done did it again, asshole. What'd I tell you?
I can't wait to introduce people to Android 13 and his trucker hat.
Look at my trucker hat. Ow.
Your plum gone dang done did it now, son.
That's it, we're using the drive art again, fuck you.
Oh yeah, use Valor Form a lot. Valor Form's great. Also it levels it up faster, which then gets you a better jump. Because every hit you land in Valor Form increases its experience.
Eat shit. Get air juggled. Welcome to Tekken, asshole!
Oh.
I can't make a Dragonov joke because I don't have grapples or lows.
Shame.
Now that's what I call burning some honey buns.
But I didn't sugarcoat it though. Lol.
Mulan's the best. Mulan's the best. Now wait a minute, I'm the best. Mushu's the best. Mushu's
Look, man,
the
people
best.
love air juggles.
I mean, that's literally Tekken's bread and butter. I should have honestly used my drive form a little bit earlier so I could have got more XP out of that.
Deal about you, Famulan.
Yeah, but you'll be using it throughout, so...
Yeah.
You stole your father's armor, ran away from home, impersonated an Imperial soldier. You deceived your commanding officer, shamed the entire Chinese army, and dishonored your family name.
We get the picture.
Well, we did it. We managed to save the Emperor of China, and nothing bad will happen to the Imperial family of China.
Saved us all.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Yeah!
Your Excellency.
Captain Lee.
Captain Lee, give her the sword. Oh, I don't want to give her a sword. She's a girl. I don't like them.
So I like to be given the sword. You know this.
Yeah.
You
Come on.
Thank you.
You know what? I guess I'll make an exception.
Sora.
Sir.
One time.
Yes, sir.
Fine, good.
Thank
I'll
you.
try and get past
Is
your
that all there is
disgusting
to say,
heterosexuality.
I'll try to
You
get.
wish to win the heart of Famulan,
fine.
China's bravest woman.
Whatever.
You'll have to be a bit more eloquent than that.
Man, you know the big downside of like making homosexuality normalized.
Which
Which you know, it's gonna make it really, it's gonna make it like really hard to just like perv on dudes and not come off as skeevy. Like, you know how you can't just, you know how if you like, you know how people just like go, oh man, I'm really into this character, into that woman. It's like you think, oh, you're a bit skeevy. Whereas you go, man, I'd love to stick my dick in his ass. You're like, oh, that's funny, or oh, ha ha. But if it becomes normalized, it's like that's just sexual harassment. Right, where's the fun in that?
You know, I was wondering where you were going with this bit, but I was like, all right, let me hear this bit, hear him out. Let me see where this goes.
Yeah. I won't be able to objectify people. What's the fun? What's the point then?
What do you mean I can't objectify them? God fucking damn!
Yeah. People get pissed if you objectify women, and it's like it won't be only a matter of time before it will get pissed if you objectify men. And then what kind of horrible, fucked up world do we live in?
Someone out there, he's trying to quickly kill him.
Guess it's about time to be moving on. You shall be
He
missed.
hated Jesus because he told the truth.
Also, I noticed that Sora is
Is it
shorter than
okay if
Mulan, and I
we
don't
come
know
back to
why,
visit?
but that makes me
Of
laugh.
course.
It's like, you know.
We will look forward to your return.
You two play nice.
Mulan's what, like
Watch it,
16?
soldier.
I mean, it's China, and she got married. She's trying to get her married to like probably like 14.
I have no
Goodbye,
idea.
Sora, Donald.
Best not to ask
Goofy.
these sort of questions. Moving swiftly. Let's just say, for argument's sake, she's 18.
I have no earthly idea what Disney decided. Because some of them are like Ariel's 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, considering she never told the prince anything, does that mean she lied about her age?
Mulan is 16.
16, okay.
Okay.
So a year older than Sora.
Yeah.
Alright, Mulan World is done.
Unfortunately, we can't cuck Captain, like we can't cuck Flynn with Rapunzel.
No, but we can cuck Mulan.
You're right! He's like, you know what, I don't like that Mulan. She's a woman with Sora. You're not a woman, are you?
Alright, let's making fun of the poor man.
Hey.
No, we're not
listen,
making fun of him.
Listen, I'm not into. What, you're not. What do you mean you're not? What do you mean you're not? What do you mean you're not?
Dressed like that? Really? Really?
I'm not.
Sorry, it's just you said the name of you just said the name of Riku like 15 times that you were here, and just assumed he was your
You know,
boyfriend.
and I heard Kyrie, and that's a boy's name too. They're not a boy. Oh.
I assume. Trans? Are they trans? Are they transitioning?
No, they're not
Oh.
trans. Oh.
Oh.
What good are you?
Get the fuck out of China, then!
Get the fuck out! Ugh.
Get out! Heartbreaker!
Homewrecker! You know what? I think it's time to leave.
I love sassy gay Shang. Let's go.
Bye!